Alrighty, guys, this is part two. I'll talk for a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and I'll shut this camera off here, and I'll upload the video, and I hope you guys enjoy this Ivan's Hollywood News commenting video. And you better enjoy this series while you can, guys. Once I'm king, I'm peace out, VJ, man. You're left behind, you're not saved. You made me pay, you're also going to pay too. Had you let me get VJ for free, I would have made these videos for you with a nice camera, like, in my condo and everything, man. With VJ, and you chose to keep me behind the scenes, and now I'm kept behind the scenes. You already deserve, man. And you're left behind. You're not saved. You are left behind. So Sarah, let me continue the article here. Yeah, so James Cameron, like you're saying, is James Cameron. I believe when James Cameron said that the movie needs to do $2 billion to break even, he was calling your bluff. Obviously, James Cameron was obviously he just threw out a crazy number out there. That way, he sets the bar high, and hopefully, his movie does $2+ billion. He knew full well what he was saying. He obviously knew the movie didn't need $2 billion to break even. He wanted the fans to think it's a super expensive movie. That way, more fans see his movie. So I'm saying, I don't think he meant domestically. No, I don't think he was talking about the series like John says, like Rob says. I think he was a false marketing tool to get more fans to see his movie, and it worked obviously. Okay, if I say my movie needs $2 billion to break even, people will think my movie was made for like $1 billion, and more people will go see it. It's smart, obviously. Genius move, obviously. Right? Yeah. False advertising, right? False marketing, obviously. So he was being a bit deceptive, obviously. The Way of the Water has a clear path ahead of it, at least until February's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Yeah, like I said, Quantumania comes out in February, so that will be once that comes out, Avatar will be near its theatrical run, and now what? Quantumania will be the one movie that will compete with Avatar, obviously. But Avatar will be near the end of its theatrical run by February, right? Which means that 2 billion plus must finish. Which means that 2 billion plus finish might be not out of the question. Yes, I think Avatar perhaps might do $2 billion. I will not be shocked if it does $2 million. You can watch our interview with producer John Lando here, and stay tuned to Collider for more updates. Obviously, and that ends this article. So here are my thoughts. I think Avatar will probably do maybe No Way Home numbers, maybe 1.9, 1.8 billion. But I'll make you saying this: I will not be shocked if it hits $2+ billion because Avatar is showing very very good legs right now. It's still doing like 50, 60, 70, $80 million in like 1 2 days, like right now as I speak, obviously. And so if those legs keep up, obviously, Avatar could perhaps hit $2 billion. But for Avatar, if they want Avatar to hit $2 billion, it has to hit 2 billion before Quantumania comes out. They have to hit Avatar has to hit the 2 billion by the end of January or early February before Quantumania comes out. Because once Quantumania comes out, it's gonna what? Quantumania will begin to suck some of Avatar's money. Because Avatar is now near the end of its theatrical run, and Quantumania just came out. Has a lot of fans are gonna go see that, obviously. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But again, don't bet against James Cameron. James Cameron has proven the naysayers wrong over and over and over again. See what I'm saying? James Cameron has proven the naysayers wrong over and over again. Yeah. So I don't have. There's no other good topics to talk about here. So I'll babble on for maybe another I don't know 5 minutes. I'm gonna shut. So this video was a good one. I don't know 43-minute video here. Sorry guys, I can't make 1.5 hour videos for the news because there's not that much news to cover here. Um, Let me just check here real quick. Yeah, so don't bet against James Cameron. I think what? I will not be shocked if Avatar 2 hits $2 billion. But I also won't be shocked if it does under $2 billion, as I predicted. I think it might maybe do No Way Home numbers, maybe 1.9 plus $1 billion, close to 2 billion, 1.8, $1.7 billion maybe. But I will not be shocked if it crosses the $2 billion mark. So if I get that news, if Avatar crosses $2 billion, I will not be shocked. I predicted earlier that it will not. I will not be surprised. But I don't think it'll hit the first movie's numbers. Like $2.9 billion. I don't think Avatar has enough legs to make that kind of money. But who knows? It might. We'll see what happens. Obviously, and if it does, I was proven wrong. James Cameron proved me wrong badly. As if it ends up crossing like $2.9 billion, I'll be like, holy shit, James Cameron proved me wrong. Yeah, but I don't think it'll cross $2.9 billion. But it might perhaps cross that $2 billion range at the box office. Because Avatar is like a generational movie, and a lot of fans love Avatar. Yeah, I can read one more article here. It's about the state of the. It's about the Hollywood industry. It talks about how 2023 will be most likely a better year than 2022. I think 2023 will be a better year than 2022 for movies. But this is kind of boring. I'm not going to read this stuff. I like covering like box office stuff that I can understand more better, like box office stuff that's going on with the directors, producers. That stuff I like covering. Where stuff to do with like the business insiders, that's out of my area of expertise. I'm not smart enough to read that stuff, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. There's not really what good topics here to cover, to be honest. Yeah. So that ends this video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my I don't know my 2 3 articles that I read. I think Avatar will probably hit 1.7, 1.8, 1.9 million dollars. And if it does hit $2 billion, I will not be surprised. As you don't bet against James Cameron. You don't bet against James Cameron. And James Cameron has proven the naysayers wrong over and over again. And even if Avatar does $2 billion or $1.9 billion, James Cameron proved the naysayers wrong. As some people said Avatar will not even do as good as Top Gun. Avatar is going to top Top Gun, obviously. It's going to do more than $1.48 billion. It's already at that range like right now. I'm sorry. That's why I got to see the movie on theaters. I might see it Thursday on theaters on 9. I might go around 4 o'clock, see that bus to Hull, see it in Hull on theaters. Get my popcorn and enjoy the movie. I'll see it by myself. And my younger brother works, obviously, right? So I have to see the movie. I have to see the movie by myself, obviously. I'll bust there by myself and I might watch the movie. Watch Avatar, the movie, obviously. Some there. Yeah. So Avatar pretty much already made its money back. Now everything, all the money that's made afterwards is now profit for is now profit for what? Is now profit for Avatar. So Avatar makes 1.8, $1.7 million. It was profitable. It made a couple $100 million in profit, which is good, obviously. Good for Disney, obviously. Some Zaire. But if it hits $2 billion, guys, I will not be shocked, as Avatar is like a generational movie. It does not have the kind of impact Star Wars has, but Avatar obviously had an impact in the economy, and it had an impact in the economy. It revolutionized 3D at the theaters. Even though 3D is not that popular anymore, it revolutionized the 3D experience at the theaters. It revolutionized the technology in Hollywood. Yeah, it's a big movie. It's a big time event movie. Obviously, Avatar, Samsara. Avatar is a big time event movie. It's a big time event movie, Samsara. It's a big time event movie. And that's why what? We'll see what happens, obviously. Will Avatar cross the $2 billion mark? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. But you don't bet against James Cameron, guys. You don't bet against James Cameron, Samsara. You don't bet against James Cameron. You don't bet against James Cameron. You don't bet against James Cameron, Samsara. Before I shut this camera off here, if you guys think the way of the water technology is good, man, Zanes will blow that technology out of the water. You'll blow it out of the water. You're looking at a world even nicer than Vador, with the north and the south. Look at that beautiful world. And you're looking at war, a better war than what you got for the Battle of Warrensburg and Two Towers. And real horror. Aratet and them are real demons and devils. Like, you know how when you watch Avatar, the Na'vi look really real? Well, think of something like that for Aratet. Aratet will look so real, like he's like a real devil on the screen, a real walking devil on the screen. Because I'm pouring, like, I don't know, $450 million towards visual effects, towards the demonic armor, the demonic costumes and masks. You also have the music. You have the IMAX cameras, obviously. You have the Blu-ray effect, 4K Blu-ray effect. Aratet and them are going to be walking devils and demons. There's something scary. There's something fucking scary, man. Yeah, man. You look at something scary for Aratet. Aratet and them are walking demons and devils. They're walking demons and devils, man. You're looking at something fucking scary, yeah, man. Aratet will be the walking devil himself on the screen. Will be the walking devil on the screen. You look at something fucking scary, man, for Aratet. The walking devil himself, man. Yeah, man. The walking devil himself, yeah. You look at something scary, yeah, man. Something fucking scary. That's why the movie will have crazy. If you think the buzz of Avatar now is crazy, and Black Panther 2, and the buzz, this year you have what? You have Indiana Jones, you have Quantumania, you have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Those movies are gonna have crazy buzz. Zans will blow those movies out of the water. The buzz of those movies out of the water. It'll blow the buzz of Avatar out of the water. The buzz of Star Wars out of the water. As in my opinion, the Star Wars brand, what? The Star Wars brand, like, they haven't made a Star Wars movie since Solo, guys. Because Solo flopped, Disney has not made a Star Wars movie in like 4 or 5 years now, man. 2018 was the last time they made a movie. 2018 is 5 years ago. They have not made a movie in 5 years. They've been dumping out a lot of Disney Plus shows. Samsara. And then they canceled the Rogue Squadron movie with Patty Jenkins. The whole what's going on in Disney right now is kind of is a bit wet. You can tell because Solo suffered badly at the box office, Disney has been very, very reluctant to release more movies. And they take the less riskier approach and they put out shows on Disney Plus. You see what I'm saying? Disney has not made a Star Wars movie in like 5 years. Think about it for a second. 5 years they have not pumped out a Star Wars movie. But that's how you know what? The sequels were not great movies, and what? And Solo, I thought Solo was a good movie, but the movie flopped, hence what? Disney has been reluctant to pump up more movies, obviously. Yeah. Remember the buzz of all those movies? Yeah, Zanes will blow those movies out of the water. And there's nothing bigger than Star Wars. Star Wars is the biggest IP in Hollywood right now. As an entire brand, as an entire brand, there's nothing bigger than Star Wars. In terms of movies, the IP brand for the movies, Marvel is the biggest in Hollywood right now. But in terms of the whole entire brand, nothing's bigger than Star Wars. Star Wars is huge. Their games sell like crazy. Their books sell like crazy. Their merch sell like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Their movies sell like crazy too, but not the kind of money that the Marvel movies are doing. But this Star Wars is a bigger brand than Marvel. You can argue Marvel's bigger, but Star Wars is bigger than Marvel. It's a bigger IP than Marvel, I'm saying. But you can argue Marvel's bigger if you want, but I think Star Wars is the biggest IP brand in Hollywood. And yet Zans will blow the IP of Star Wars out of the water, and Marvel, DC will blow all those brands out of the water. The IP brand of Avatar will blow Avatar out of the water. Yeah, don't hate me, James Cameron. It'll blow Avatar out of the water. Yeah. That's why James Cameron might be envious. Oh, Peter, you're lucky, man. Mel, you're lucky. You like Ivan gave you $1,020,000,000 budget, man. You're fucking lucky, man. And I thought my movie looked amazing. Yeah, Hollywood only gave James a good like $350 million for Avatar, and yet you got a world like that. I'm giving Peter $1,020,000,000, giving Mel Gibson $1,020,000,000 budget, and looking at a world nicer than Pandora, and beings 3 times scarier than the Orkai and Ringwraiths in Lord of the Rings. They're gonna make Peter Jackson's Orkai and Ringwraiths look good. That's how amazing a movie's answer will be. Will be like the best movie shows ever made. I don't think anything will top that. Yeah, man. Anyways, there was this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this Ivan's Commenting Hollywood News Show video. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll make another video, either a listening series video or a Hollywood News Show video. Just depends if there's any good topics to talk about online. So Ivan Amir, I'm signing up. Peace.